So we're reporting live from the University of Michigan Flint. We're here with Dr. Walker to talk about her life as a surgeon. So, Dr. Walker, is it stressful to be a surgeon?
Well, most of the time it is because anything could happen in the operating room. No surgery is routine. You could go into the operating room thinking it's going to be a normal surgery that won't take that long, just a few hours, and end up finding a few complications and end up being in there for 8 hours.
So what was the most stressful surgery you have actually ever performed?
Well, about 10 years ago, a baby was born with a heart defect. It had a hole in its heart. So it needed emergency surgery. So we got in the operating room, cut it open, put the baby on bypass, and started sewing up the hole. When I was done sewing up the first hole, I turned the heart over to make sure there was nothing else wrong with it, and I found several other holes. So I had to continue keeping the baby on bypass, and so I sewed up one hole at a time. And we basically ran out of time for the amount, or for how long the baby could stay on bypass for. And so I quickly finished sewing up the last hole, and we jump-started the baby's heart again, took him off bypass, and blood just started spurting from his aortic artery. From the blood being back in its aortic artery, a hole had formed from the pressure. So I had to sew that hole up very quickly, and by the time I had sewed up the hole, the baby had flatlined again, and it was too late. He had lost too much blood.
That must have been really hard for you. Was it really hard to get over?
Yeah, it was probably the hardest thing I have ever had to get over in my life, because I was thinking about my new family, how I had just had a baby, and I didn't know, I wouldn't know what to do if that happened to my baby.
So what did you do to get over it? How did you cope with that?
Well, at first I thought I would be okay, so I kept going to work every day for a couple of weeks, and then I started thinking more and more about the baby and the family, and then my family told me that I was being distant and really irritable. So that's when I knew it was time to take some work, time to take off work and seek some help.
Well, that's all the questions we have for you right now. Thank you for your time, and I hope everything goes well for you and your new family.
Thank you.